Nyahao, good morning. We're starting a tiny bit earlier today, but welcome to what I hope to be is the final episode of Zanki Zero, The Last Beginning. We literally only have a tiny bit of the last portion of the last floor of the map left. You know what I mean. Um, I did go back a little bit after the previous episode, double checked some areas, and my assumption was correct on a couple parts, so I was able to uncover some spots on the map that I wasn't able to before. So allow me to elaborate. Yeah, everyone should be good right now. Sachika has arrows. We have food. Let's see here. Water, emergency bathrooms. We're good. But anyways, to the dungeon we go.
We're not lost,
Yes.
are we?
Now to elaborate. Let's see here. This floor, this little switch here that I wasn't touching before was the neurotoxin switch. I don't know, maybe it seemed to have a better chance of working when my party was a child. I mean, kind of bad, but it seemed to have better chances of opening this door when my party was a child. It took me about maybe 10, 20 times for it to actually work, though. Cause the switch is really RNG. It was mostly neurotoxin, but then occasionally it would actually open the door, and I did have to try a couple times because I did die from the grandpa that was roaming in this room. So I was able to successfully rotate that. And then after that was this area, this other hold room with a whole bunch of grandpas. My assumption was also correct. This switch that summons the grandpas has to be open in order for this to be open. And then let me get it back here.
Here's the map.
Now the area that we need to go to is right here. We're going into this pot. So it is time. Because I realized something in there.
Whoa.
I realized there's something in here that makes me dumb. Was this the right direction? Whoa! Where did you come from, Squishy?
Waiting for my chance. Ready?
Jesus, so soon! Jesus, Squishy. But also, I guess this door requires a 1 minute wait again. Or, no. It's fine. But also...
Gonna try using it. There it is. Gonna try using it.
Okay, I was right. So you got teleport back up. But also, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the door. It was already open. I don't know why I was flipping switches, but it's probably gonna be closed the next time I go in and so whatever. Where am I? Not that.
Let's check the map.
Or... Did I just go backwards? Wait, where am I going? Ah. I don't know where I'm going now. Stairs! This is still ticking. You were just in there. Thank God. Yeah, okay. Figure out where the hell, which stairs I need to take.
Time to check the map.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the thing anyways. Ha, ha,
Ow.
ha, ha. This way. I know how to read a map, I promise. Oh, that's fascinating. You can still hear it ticking from the other side of the wall. Any grandpas? Yes, there's one grandpa.
Ready?
Waiting for my chance. Ready?
No more messing around.
Yup, potty! I hate it. I hate it here. We're fine. Oh no, I'm paralyzed.
I can't go there.
I'm not walking into a hole. No, thank you. Although, god damn it, man. Ah, that's right. Okay, you're roaming over there. Can I?
Now, come on out.
Okay, just enough. Mamoru's in danger now because of his usage, but it's fine.
No more messing around. Ready? Down.
Good enough. Jesus Christ.
I'll take it. What is it?
I'm so sorry, Haruto. I'm so sorry.
It's important. Thanks for the meal.
Not bad.
Thanks for the grub.
Wait. Yeah, why did I do that? No. No.
Where
Buttons.
haven't we gone yet? Which way is north?
Okay, you know what? Bastard, I was going the right way the first time. I promise, I know how to read a map. I'm just getting absolutely turned around again because I hate this dungeon. Yeah, this dungeon is so twisty turvy. Just
Can't go there.
other stairs. Good grief. Just wasting time trying to find the stairs. This is ridiculous. Hey, Mr. Orca.
No more messing around. Ready?
Full power. Ready?
Haha. I'll kill you in the water. You just sink down. That's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to have minimal deaths.
Ready?
Messing around. Ready?
Full power.
Ow. Good enough. But now I'm going the right direction. Jesus. Alright, so we're back here. This is where I need to be, and this is where I am dumb. Because I went back to my recording, and I didn't realize the first time, I guess. There's a switch on the other side of here. And that opens this.
Can't go there.
The next stairs appears to be a hatch. I'll leave the door open. I'm not falling down that hole. No, thank you.
Can't go there.
Okay, progress.
There.
Finally back on the boss floor.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Excuse me, the timing! No, the timing! No, 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 give me 1 second. No, 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 we'll watch that in a second. No, 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 no. Go back, no. We'll watch that in a second.
There.
Full power. Ready?
Messing around. Ready?
Oh, there's 2 of them. That's why. Yeah, no, we are not dealing with this.
Messing around. Ready?
Not again. There, y'all can die. Now let me have my story in peace.
There it is.
Let me see this and let me do this in peace.
What do we have here?
Hey kids, it's time for Sheen Extend TV.
Oh boy, they finally found the extend machine. So this is the rumored Unit 1 doc?
Sorry, show, but this is actually Unit 3. It's the same type of extend machine as Unit 2 on Graj Island and the other ruins.
No, it's not. Did I just pee the gun?
Huh?
I think the phrase is jump the gun.
It's not gonna do us any good if it's not Unit 1. Looks like it's broken anyway.
But this is still a valuable resource, show. The outbreak of Luciora must have started from Unit 3, leading to the Day of Reckoning.
Yeah.
What's a Luciora again? Is that like Lucy with an aura?
Who's Lucy? And why would she have an aura?
Oh my god.
Lucy Aura is the nano machines Dr. Terashima made. They're inside everyone's bodies as we speak.
Luciora was originally created to transform human corpses into Cleone.
Turn corpses into Cleone?
Bullets and humans result in mountains of wasted lead and bodies. Retrieving bodies isn't cheap. The idea was to turn corpses into weapons, resolving both issues at once. Dead enemies and allies, injected with nanomachines, turn into portable, retrievable was the purpose of the clinical organic nerve equipment?
That acronym is CONE.
Or Cleone, for short.
Okay. I mean, in a technical sense, without the L and I from the clinical, the acronym is CONE.
They're like some sort of super demon.
Even though the research was incomplete, he wanted to find a way to turn Cleone back into humans. Luciora was developed through that research, leading us to human cloning technology.
Boy, I'm amazed. But why did such an incredible thing go out of control?
Someone modified the Luciora inside Unit 3 without me knowing. Luciora went crazy. It turned corpses into Cleone, but also affected the living too, feeding on humans and self-replicating over and over.
They multiply by eating humans? So they're just like living creatures.
Well, you're half right. Luciora is something between a creature and a machine.
Ah, kinda like how you're somewhere between a pig and a dirty mop.
Ouch. So,
But I'm 100% sheep and wool.
To make things worse, the program began infecting other machines through the network. There was an outbreak from there, and before we realized, it spread throughout the entire world. Mani was a biosafety level 4 facility, but I guess it didn't really help in this case, huh?
Huh? Wait a minute. Luciora exists inside me and everyone else, right? Are we gonna be okay?
yeah, because you're clones.
Don't worry, the rampant program is no longer active. Besides, the X key was originally created to control Luciora and Cleone.
What's wrong? You sound troubled, but your face looks pretty relaxed.
I was just thinking. The world ended up like this because the doctor created Luciora, right? Isn't he doing this whole new humanity restoration mission thing to make amends for all that?
It's not my fault, folks, so you shouldn't even think about punishing me.
Well, some of it's your fault.
There's no need to keep moving forward. I'm just looking out for your well-being. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, heard you the first time.
Well, remember, kids.
You get the idea.
Okay. And surprisingly, that's not the last Extend machine, or that's not the last Extend TV episode. But yes, clearance key A. Let's go.
Try using it.
As long as I don't see no shadow men pop up here, then we're fine. I killed you bastards. Hey, here comes.
Full power.
Ready?
No more messing around.
Just enough. Almost got slapped.
Whoa.
Here, that's a door, that's a door. Ooh, you see jellyfish. Ooh, pretty. This is a safety zone. Ooh.
Wonder what this is.
This is the safety zone, which means maybe I can cheat on this boss. We're on the final floor too, so you know what? This sounds like I could cheat it. Alright, that was the last level 2 key. Oh, what kind of armory is in here? What the?
Lucky me.
Body armor, a worn iron cap, and a bunch of strengthener.
What's this?
Strategy guide for reckless guys. Didn't think there'd be more. Oh, hi, Shadow Man.
No more messing around. Ready?
Full power.
Ready?
Go there.
I heard you. I heard you.
Ready?
Ow. Fuck! I hate being cornered. I hate being cornered with a passion.
Nice. I'll hold that.
Now,
Not bad.
come on out.
I'll hold it.
Oh my gosh. Back, back. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. I'm running out of people that could die here. I'm at the end of the game anyway, so I'm not too worried, but it's like, Also, thank you for waiting ever so patiently, Mr. Shadowman. Yep, ow.
There's something here.
Yeah, we're fine. Where this other lady came from, I do not know. Good thing I have some bandages for some free healing. Hi. Where did you come from, sir?
They won't get away.
Messing around. Ready?
Full
I'm not
power.
even at the boss yet. You're trusting me all these minions. Let's go. Well, hi. I see there's one more lady.
Full power.
They won't get away.
Messing around. Ready?
Yeah, this time I got it. Yeah, no wonder. There's a safety room here. There's a safety room in here for a reason. Ah, there's a squishy in here. Gotcha.
Full power.
They won't get away.
Messing around.
Whoa. What's this? Let's check the map.
Okay, cool. That looks like it. And then I guess whatever is left is the boss room. Awesome. I am going to save now because I don't feel like going back. Okay, save, and then, I feel like I should eat.
Not bad. Well,
Tastes so much flit. Tastes delightful.
Zen likes popcorn.
It's
I ate
important
it
to
in one
eat
bite.
properly.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Use the restroom too. Okay. I am saved at a point. What? Oh no, not a switch puzzle. Oh, wait. This is all the numbers and stuff. And wait a minute. This is a toilet. You telling me there's a toilet this time? when you haven't been providing toilets prior to this?
Found it.
2018. Oh, it's a date. Yeah. So 2018 September 13. End. The end is the beginning. All right. Okay, so we need to refer to. We now have 100% on the ruins guide. Missing some things on the survival guide. I don't know what could possibly be missing. I don't know what could possibly be missing from the system guide. Research info is maxed out. We're still missing one note, so maybe that's somewhere at the end of the dungeon. But then the ruins guide, lab key, all doors are open, important lab keys. We're good, but I need this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is triangle, square, diamond, circle. Oh, interesting. That triangle is right. Okay. For 7, it's reversed. But the other 2 are right side up. So 1 triangle, square, diamond, circle. Triangle, square, diamond, circle, but it has to be right up.
This thing, right?
Okay, triangle,
On 3.
square,
This thing, right?
diamond,
Does this thing move?
circle. Triangle, diamond, triangle, square.
On 3.
Triangle,
Does this thing move?
diamond,
On 3.
triangle,
Does this thing move?
square.
Looks suspicious.
That did it. This door is shut. Wonder what combination I would need for that.
On 3. This thing, right?
I'm just gonna flip the rest of these switches here, just cause, so it fills out the map. But we can go this way.
I can't go there. What's this?
It says end. The end is the beginning. So what if I did it, but we don't have 0 as a number. So, I wonder. The end is the beginning. So wait, what if I did it backwards? Maybe that would open that side. But for now I'm gonna go through here. B4 to B5? B5?
Time to check the map.
That's not even accessible on the floor list. Okay, well, 1 second then, before we go to B5. Let's try the code backwards. If I can remember off the top of my head here.
Here goes nothing.
I think square,
Gonna try
reverse,
Pyramid.
diamond,
Gonna try
triangle, and then, not that, Circle, diamond, square, triangle.
There it is.
Circle,
Here goes nothing.
diamond,
There it is.
square,
Gonna try using it.
triangle.
What do we have here?
Never mind. That wasn't the case, I guess. Not quite sure what it would be then.
Ready?
Full power.
They won't get away.
No more messing around.
There you are.
Yeah! No more messing around.
Full power.
They won't get away.
Down.
Good enough. Gonna save one more time, so I know. But alright, I have this side open. Doing the code backwards didn't seem to work. So,
What's this?
yeah, it just says start. I could try one more time. Maybe I did the other part bad. Square, triangle, diamond, triangle. Circle, diamond, square, triangle.
Here goes nothing. Gonna try using it. There it is. Gonna try using it.
Yeah.
There it is. Here goes nothing. Gonna try using it. There it is. Found something.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh well, I guess I'll figure out what that is some other time. Oi. Well. Monty deaths. Here we go. With 2 people dead. Oh, it's not directly.
Let's check the map.
Well, yeah, Monty deaths. It is the 1 floor, and we are way up here. So I'm hoping it's not entirely. Don't scare me like that. Oh, okay. Going to be fun. Last episode of. Okay, sure.
Hey kids, it's time for Scene Extend TV.
Good job getting this far, everyone. We're nearing the last leg of the adventure, so keep it up. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
Hey, Doctor, why don't you tell us what that mission is already? Keep this up and everyone will finish at the same time. But I want to leap ahead at the last second.
You're that guy who says, let's all run together, and betrays his friends at the last second, huh?
Very well. I'll explain for the sake of the Garage Kids, too. The goal of the New Humanity Restoration Mission is to create a new human race with a new world. A new world for new humanity. Or in other words, extended humanity.
Yeah, but sadly, that also implies that nobody is fully human anymore.
Extended humanity?
This is Mirai's first time hearing this, too.
Well, to be honest, if you're a clone, are you truly human?
You see, You may not have realized this about the creatures roaming around Mani, but they're most likely Mani staff members who didn't fully turn into Cleone on the Day of Reckoning.
What? But I thought creatures were defective human clones.
Technically, creatures are the transitional state between human and Cleone. But as humanity began turning into Cleone, for some reason, the Mani staff members stopped transforming before they fully changed. More research is required to find out exactly, but I'm certain these creatures were once Mani staff. They've continued surviving, as if affected by an anti-aging effect, and stopped aging completely. Resilient and unaging. Wouldn't you think they'd be considered the human race's true evolution?
Sure, if you want to be a mindless zombie.
Don't tell me. Extended humanity is referring to creatures?
No, creatures are definitely defects. However,
Oh,
question time.
What?
Why did Yosuke Kurosaki go around killing Sachika and other innocent people?
because a hashtag ugly sheep rode the train rocking hashtag exposed butt fashion?
So what?
You're the jerk who posted that to social media?
What the hell? And social media still exists?
Question 2. Why is it Haruto and the others are still suffering from the traumas of their past?
Because hashtag exposed butt fashion got 65,535 likes?
My gosh! So many people saw it! And that's just the likes!
Again, how does social media exist?
I've been thinking about the answer to these 2 questions for a long time.
Is it because of housewife?
Shut up.
The answer is because there's a bug in humanity.
You just tried to say housewives, didn't you?
The reason aberrant murderers are born, and the reason people are killed by these murderers, betrayal by superiors, stepsisters, brothers, fathers, mothers, teachers. None of it is anyone's fault. It's not the fault of the country, poverty, religion, or society. It's all because there's a bug built into the algorithm of the human mind.
Sure.
My time spent as an X-key has only solidified my belief. This bug inside every mind is something that must be fixed so humanity can be perfected.
Oh, I know! New humans with strong, unaging bodies like creatures and a flawless mind. So that's what extended humanity is. And we need Unit 1 to make it all come true.
You're half right.
Ah!
Ah! Mirai! You got cut in half!
Half right, so I guess only half of her body remains? Sure.
But you get the idea, right? This is the goal of the new humanity restoration mission.
Okay, you guys, I have an announcement. This will be the last episode of Sheen Extend TV.
What? But we just started! No way! I moved to the city for this job!
Let's not. I'm getting bored of this. They're almost near the end, too.
Yeah, it's not like you would be able to produce that many more episodes.
I guess we have no choice if the doctor says so.
Let's all cross that finish line together. Remember, kids,
Illuminate!
a new future.
Not for humanity!
Oh, jeez.
Hey!
Bye-bye and bye-bye.
The end. The last episode. Ooh, we're going into this. My heart's beating, but I did save my progress, so... Why are there still all these monitors popping up? And these doors are opening on their own. But also, you know what? Screw it. I'm going all the way back just so that I have an autosave. Okay. Yep. Autosave. I also don't have to go back and, like, in case I die, I don't have to go all the way back to watch that Extend TV show as well. A Zanki hatch? Are you kidding me? Well, screw me then. I'm going back to base. Fudge. But I guess that's fine. We can start fresh. I don't really feel like... Yeah, so I don't really feel like balancing everyone's age, so... We'll just have to do that. Attacks from 10 different enemies. Cold damage. Creature of Wrath. Cryogenic Fluid. Attack from the Scarf like Leone. Good enough. And I have everyone's armor, so it's fine. Cool. I feel like I really should have, at least one slash in this party.
I'm crying tears of joy.
Sure, I will run the first portion of the last boss battle without Sachika this time. I know I've had Sachika, like, on my team the entire time I've been playing this game, but I'll start the first batch of it without Sachika, and then I'll rotate her in.
Good night.
Oh, I have Bond story left? Okay, good. Never mind. I wanted to make sure that wasn't a naked jump scare. We're fine. Gilgamesh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I am so close to the end of this game. But it looks like we still have remaining Bond story. I'm surprised I still have some left. I mean, I know there's still some Bond combinations that I haven't touched, so yeah. I just don't know what's left anymore. Okay, good night.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! It's Zen and Mamoru. Yeah, of course I have Bond story for this. I haven't paired these two together. I'm doing great, Gilgamesh. I hope you're doing this great as well. Day's just getting started after all. Yes, good night. What's wrong? There's something on my face?
No.
That's not it. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before.
Huh?
You sure? I've got a pretty common looking face.
I see.
Ah, I remember. You were on an agriculture show that was broadcast nationwide, weren't you? Along with that agriculture idol. Yeah, I was. But I'm surprised you even watched that show. I don't want to bother explaining, so don't mention it to others. My lips are sealed, don't worry. I don't go out of my way to spread gossip. But why did you end up appearing on TV? I know you're not into that sort of thing.
Well,
It would have negatively impacted my work if I didn't. There are many duties out in the country.
Yeah.
I understand. There are troublesome things to deal with in my industry, too. Oh, but young girls flock to you after appearing on shows like that, don't they? It must have been great. You said you know I'm not into that sort of thing. So why would you assume that?
well,
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. You don't seem very sorry. But I think I get you more now. You're the type who values a woman's attention, aren't you?
hold on.
As a man, I admit there are times when I do think about those things.
Oh.
I thought you'd deny it more. Nope. Being honest and straightforward is one of my good points.
Huh?
Good point. I wasn't giving you a compliment,
Any thoughts?
but I wouldn't show you my true self if I didn't trust you. Being honest and straightforward with you is my way of showing love. Honestly, the way you always talk about love is kind of sketchy too. I'm going to bed now.
Yeah.
Yes. Good night, Sam. Okay, Yuma and Minamo again? No, wait, who? Who did I pair you with? Not Minamo. Yuma and who? Yuma and Ro. Okay. Jesus, the monster combinations. Oh, why are your brows so furrowed? Something wrong?
No.
Just doing some thinking.
Let me guess. It's about food, isn't it?
Shut up!
I would sue you if there was still such a thing as law and order.
Sorry, I was just kidding. So what were you thinking about? Yeah, that look says it would be pointless to talk to you about it. But you know, saying things out loud can help you sort out your thoughts sometimes. It wouldn't hurt to try, right? Just think of it like you're talking to yourself.
Then?
I was thinking about clones.
As in us?
Yes.
As beings which can be replicated, are our copies truly the same as our original selves?
I think I see.
If I am not the same as my original, what is the meaning in the existence of the me who is here now? How closely should I follow the will and sense of duty that my original self lived by? Rather, is there even a need to do so? Furthermore, at what point did I stop being the original me, and how far separated am I from there?
I'm sorry?
No.
Not a problem. I am merely talking to myself.
Then I have some things to say to myself too. You're Yuma. Isn't that enough?
Huh?
Huh? No one can replace
Yeah.
someone else. And right here, right now, you're here in front of me, Yuma. That's all I know.
I did not expect you to try dismissing it all with such a plain sentiment.
My bad.
Sorry for being so plain.
No.
No, it is fine. I do feel slightly better.
What?
Huh? You say something, Yuma? Ha ha ha. Plays it up with her stomach. Am I really getting bond stories for every combination again now? I guess I really just not have this combination of people. Your room always smells so nice, Minamo.
Oh?
I like your room too. It always smells like flowers.
Thank you.
Really? I'm glad you like it. Huh? I've never seen this stuffed animal before. What a cute little bear.
Sachika brought it.
Where did you find him? Oh, that? I didn't actually find it.
What?
What do you mean?
Well,
Well, I actually made it myself.
Oh, you made one.
No, don't look at me like that. I know I don't seem the type.
what?
What? I don't think so. I'm just impressed you can make this with what we have on hand. Really? It's not weird that I'm into that stuff when I ride around on a big bike and have a great of a gorilla? Not at all. Who cares about appearances? In fact, I think it's a rather charming side of you. I never expected someone as good looking and cool as you would get embarrassed about liking cute things.
What?
Have mercy. I'm gonna die from embarrassment. You really are adorable, Minamo. I imagine you're really popular with men, aren't you? But I've never had a boyfriend. I'm so busy with work and housework, I didn't have time for that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
I see. Being a police officer must have kept you busier than I could ever imagine. And you were taking care of things around the house on top of that. Well, I can't complain about that. It's a path I chose for myself.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to be so intrusive. But you know, to be honest, I wish I did have the time for relationships back then.
It's okay.
But there are still people alive in this world, so it's not too late.
What?
Not too late? Is there anyone worth dating around here? I want someone who's more mature, kind, tall, reliable. Oh no, this is getting too real. Well, let's go to sleep, Rinko.
Ha ha ha.
Did you sleep
That's
well?
cute. That's really cute.
Thanks for the meal.
That's good. It's so
Pretty good.
Alright, everybody, eat your fill, and we are going to go. Save the game here real quick, and then I will use the restroom real quick. And this time I promise I know where I'm going.
Whoa!
Okay, you're still in there. Oh, wait, yeah, I guess you just teleport back up here, huh? I don't see a grandpa. Which is good. But also, wait a minute, I think I went the wrong way again. I'm going the long way. Literally taking the long way around. It's not this way. Ah! I need to go this way. There we go. This is correct. Shadowmen? I don't see any Shadowmen. Alright, moving on.
Oh!
Full power. They won't get away.
We're messing around.
I hear.
Yeah! Yeah, we did it! No more messing around.
I heard you. Hey, come back here.
They won't get away.
Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh, so not what I meant to do. Jesus Christ.
I can't go there.
Closing that real quick. I'll just use the last of the bandages on you. Save. Oh, how cute. Nice to meet you, Gil. Maria, Rose the Gremlin Tripling. Other half. Rose Seraphim? Is that right? Or am I thinking of a different person? No. One more save. Okay. Now before I go dashing into the boss, I gotta open this other door.
What could this be?
I'm trying to figure this out. 2018, September 13th. Okay, so I'm gonna try,
Let's have a look, shall we?
yeah, so the end is the beginning. So if we try this combination of numbers, the only other thing I could think of is considering the zeros to be, the blanked out O. Like, that would fill it. So, to type the date backwards would be
There.
diamond,
Is this it?
triangle.
I'm going to activate it.
Square.
There.
Circle.
I'm going to activate it.
Square. Right.
Is this it?
Triangle.
Careful. There.
Circle.
I'm going to
Square.
activate it. There's something here.
That did it. All right. Now, I mean, I don't see any other place it could be. That has to be where the last note is as well. Any creepos in this room? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure there aren't any randos here.
Let's have a look, shall we? What could this be?
A present for my beloved son. That was a gem.
There's something here.
Found a note. Ooh, there we go.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Says okay, someone was still alive, I guess.
What could this be?
Cold resistant,
There's something here.
mostly stacked magazine,
Let's have a look, shall we?
resistance.
There's something here. What could this
Testing,
be?
even if we return, no future awaits us. It's scribbled on the top of paper.
There's something here.
Currently 6 people in space. Oh, are there people in space? Actually, yeah, speaking of which, I wonder if Luciora spread far enough to touch the people in, like, the space stations up top. That's actually something to think about.
Let's have a look, shall we?
It says Luciora may possibly gain resistance to inbreeding depression.
What could this be?
That's interesting.
There's something here. What could this be?
A creature can be seen laughing through the window on the tank. Well, that's not fun. Who's in the tank? Alright, we stand here at the end of the door. And we have ourselves 100% completion of everything. Allow me to read you guys the final note and the final truth of the madness that caused the end of the world. Let's see what our little assassins have to say. In the end, I couldn't choose. I chose not to make a decision. I decided to postpone tomorrow's plans. I made Adelina's corpse seem like she was killed by a mysterious assassin who had infiltrated Mani, reported it to Mani's superiors, and my country as such. The higher-ups in my country would have no choice but to postpone the plan if the spy they sent was killed by someone else. It was only a matter of time before they'd begin suspecting I defected, but I didn't have to deal with that just yet. At least for tonight. Just for tonight. I allowed myself to avert my eyes from the issue in front of me. I moved Adelina's body to the bathroom and went to bed with my sister. I embraced my sister, who was about half or a third my size, under the blanket. She'd been apologizing ever since she finished crying. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's my fault. Sorry. I'm sorry. I told her the same thing over and over in response. It's okay. It will all be okay. Don't worry. Leave everything to me. Anyone revived as a clone may inherit their previous feelings, memories, and personality, but their physical abilities were reset to 0.
I'm sorry. She must have apologized to exhaustion. My 6-year-old big sister drifted off to sleep. In the room that smelled faintly of blood, I focused on the sensation of her warmth. Maybe because she was a child, or because her mental state was affecting her body, but her body temperature was much higher than my own. There was nothing for me to do now but to feel my big sister's warmth. I'd been thinking so much until now. All those thoughts, and I ended up with this miserable result. Everything was back to zero. It seemed thinking wasn't really my forte. When I woke up, I found myself alone. My sister was no longer in this world. Next to me, I found a broken X key that must have been shot with the silenced handgun. That, along with the white sand that had once composed my big sister's body. The white sand that my sister had dissolved into. I felt nothing. I only lay still in bed, staring at the pile of sand that was once my sister. We continued staring at each other. I don't know how long I stayed in there. Before I knew it, the sunlight that peered through the gap in the curtains had reached my toes. I see. My sister killed herself. She killed herself again. Maybe she felt guilty for killing Adelina, or she couldn't stand to live after confessing her sins. Whatever the reason, my big sister killed herself. She ran away again. She left me alone. Again. What is this? With the X key destroyed, she couldn't even come back to life as a clone. She had killed herself completely. She had run away completely. I realized I'd been glaring at the white sand that was once my sister. I realized there was an emotion growing in me that I'd never felt before, and I immediately knew what it was without thinking about it. I was angry at my sister. After apologizing over and over like a broken tape recorder, after admitting her sin, she still ran away. She ran away, leaving everything for me to deal with. It must have been the one answer she could come to after all the deliberation and despair. How was I supposed to feel after she died on me again? All the suffering I had to face after being left alone once more. I was stricken with sorrow by the fact that she didn't even consider any of it. Whether she saw through or abandoned her mission, I wanted her to be alive. I didn't want her to leave me. I wanted her to endure with me. What was I supposed to do now? Who cares? Thinking wasn't my forte. Whether clones and the process of cloning are a sin or not wasn't something I could figure out by thinking about it. It wasn't something for one person to decide. If I couldn't rely on my sister or anyone else, if there was no one to decide for me, all I could rely on was God. Now that Adelina is dead, obtaining a device to detonate Monty is a simple task.
Okay, wow. And that's it. There's only 8 dungeons, that's 8 notes. She blew up Monty. And then the world also died with it. Fun! Just fun! Also, hey, I have skill points and some maxed out people. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I can deal with it. To the boss we go! Okay, Zanki hatch. Here we go. I am not excited for this. That is not the button I wanted to press. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. You find more people to watch based off of connections. But no turning back from this point.
Which arm was it?
Okay. Here we go. I'm not ready for it. But I did save, so we're fine. This seems to be the final door.
Extend Machine Unit 1 is in there?
Presumably.
I've only been in there a handful of times myself.
Yeah.
My stomach is feeling wonky from nerves. You guys go on ahead. Well, that's a new pose.
What?
Take care of it here. And do not forget to clean up after yourself.
Joe's not the only one who's nervous. Everyone else, including myself, feels the same way. Will we turn back to normal again? Is Dr. Terashima our enemy? We'll know the whole truth at last. What's wrong, Sachika?
Here!
This is the place. It's behind this door. I recognize that smell.
What?
Smells pretty bad to me. Maybe it's Dr. Terashima's old man, B.O. That would be understandable.
Hey,
Be careful, Sachika. He might be planning on taking over your body again.
You think so?
Dr. Terashima's smell? I don't know if that's it.
Well,
Let's go inside. We should find our answer there.
It's fine.
The 8 of us have been through hell and back. We can take on anything.
let's go.
Yeah, here we go. We open the door and search for the final truth. Descending through limbo to the land where the Great Mother sleeps. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it's dark. Its appearance is completely different than that of the extend machines we've seen in the past. A storage tank looking glass tube in the center, and equipment squeezed into the narrow area. Countless cables connect to a device from the ceiling, with several mechanical arms folded at its sides. It looks nothing like an arcade cabinet. It seems to be made from whatever they had on hand.
For real?
It's huge! So this is Extend Machine Unit 1? Not what I was expecting at all. Can that thing really make a human clone?
no.
Maybe we've been too spoiled.
See?
Compared to what we've been using, this looks much more like something that could make a clone.
But, you know...
But I can see what Ryo's saying too. When I hear Extend Machine, I picture the one we've been using.
Obviously.
Of course, it's different from what you imagine. It wasn't called the Extend Machine until much later on.
What is that?
Dr. Terashima? Whoa. Yep, there's Mr. Robot Arm. The prosthetic arm hops out from behind Unit 1.
This is...
Originally, this butte was called the Santa Clara System. It was named after Sachika's mother, who gave herself up for the sake of clone research.
Santa. St. Clara.
The name would only change to Extend Machine from Unit 2 on.
In that case,
So Sachika's mother was the creator of this machine? No, that would be me.
I'll show you.
Unit 1, or rather Santa Clara version 1. It's made with her organs and ovaries built into it. Oh, dear lord. They were necessary for it to produce OTs. It may not look it, but it's a marvel of bioengineering. What did he just say? Made with her organs and ovaries?
Don't tell me.
Sachika's mother is
Allow me to introduce.
Clara Hirasaka. No, she's no longer shaped like a human.
Not at all.
But boy, a mother's love sure is great, isn't it? She gave up her humanity for her daughter's sake.
What?
This is my mom?
What?
You turned her into part of a machine? How could ya? She wanted that herself. Isn't that right, Mamoru?
What?
What?
No way.
Dr. Mamoru, did you?
Wait.
No, I did hear that Sachika's mother was a casualty in all this.
Impossible.
But I wasn't involved in the development of Unit 1. I only joined Mani after it was completed.
Stop.
Damn it, Dad. Stop trying to confuse us. Look at him, desperately making excuses. Oh my, adorable, full of a son.
The hell?
Cut it out, asshole! You always use words you know will hurt people. Aren't you Dr. Ichio and Sachika's father? Why can't you be kinder to them?
Look.
You know, I've shown them love in my own way. You just wouldn't understand having no parents at all.
What? Damn it.
What are you planning on accomplishing with all this? Didn't I tell you on TV? The Shin Humanity Restoration Mission. I plan on restoring an extended humanity.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you'd like, as long as it doesn't harm us.
So,
We only care if you can fix our aging effect.
of course,
Certainly then. All you have to do is give me your X keys.
a new humanity.
Next time you awaken, I guarantee you'll be a member of Extended Humanity.
I don't want it.
I'm not asking about this Extended Humanity Bowl. I just want to be normal again.
Come on now.
No can do, my friend.
Rather,
You ignored my warnings and came here, which means you're here to help with my mission, right? So it'd be very helpful if I had your X keys. I do have Sachika's data, but the more samples, the better.
What?
What do you mean by that?
listen.
I mean, I want the data regarding Cleone and creatures that have been collected in your X keys. That's why I've been watching you all so closely. Also, I could gather data more efficiently.
Huh?
So then, we've been helping you with your data collection without knowing it this whole time?
That's right.
That's right. I turned the people at Mane into Cleone so I could gather data too. Huh?
What?
Did you just say you turned people into Cleone?
Don't tell me.
Wait, that was you? I thought Luciora went out of control because of anti-clone activists. They were part of it, yes. Did you think I hadn't noticed what they were doing?
Besides,
And it never went out of control. It did what it was programmed to. It was all according to plan.
huh?
According to plan?
That's right.
Did you think the nanomachines would pacify themselves if they went berserk? It was calculated. What? What is he saying?
Listen.
It all began with President Renji Mashiro, your dad, Yuma. He forced my hand by yapping about ending the clone research.
So,
I planned on telling him I'd start a nano hazard within money and leak it out to the world. That's how I planned on blackmailing him. I would have gotten plenty of Cleone samples too.
unfortunately,
One thing I hadn't accounted for was the outbreak spreading to the outside world. What?
like I said,
Luciora's outbreak was originally supposed to be contained within Mani. I programmed it to die down after 20 days passed.
good
However, the anti-clone activists infected the machine's network with a virus.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. And on that day, Why did you tell me to live on?
Now then,
Who knows? I'm only a backup, so I don't have the memories of the original me.
but...
I have an idea, knowing how my own mind works. It must have come to me on a whim, as a way of securing a helper for data collection. This grand experiment is too difficult a task to accomplish as just a prosthetic arm after all. Are you kidding me? Humanity was destroyed for that? Just for your research?
No!
I'll never let our X keys end up in your hands.
Good grief.
Guess I have no choice but to take them away and take them from you by force then. A pretty cliche line, but not bad. With that, Dr. Terashima turns his back towards Extend Machine Unit 1. Though he doesn't really have a back. But that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
I've told you why I never extended myself up to now, haven't I? It's because I never had an Extend Machine compatible with my special X key.
Like I said.
That's why I came here. Unit 1 is the only one I modified for that purpose.
Now, let's combine for real this time. My beloved Clara, your husband is home.
Oh boy. Whoa. Showing Mirai on TV? Whoa. What the?
Rock'em sock'em!
Show, we're not gonna be boxing other robots, you know?
Oh my god.
This is crazy! What's going on, Mirai?
Unit 1 just got injected with Luciora from Dr. Tereshima's X-Key. And with the power of Luciora, it's been upgraded into Unit 1 Plus.
Ah.
What? It's showing Mirai? But how?
I put their AI into machines. It'd be interesting for this to end with them killing you.
We're supposed to kill Haruto and the others?
I can't! I could never do that! Ah, but my hand is moving on its own!
I have to. Huh? Don't tell me I have to fight the machine.
We should leave. No point in engaging with them.
Agreed.
No way they can move from there.
Don't be like that. Let's play. Otherwise, you'll die of starvation or old age anyway.
What?
Yeah, to be that figure just much. He locks the door behind us.
Sorry, everyone! I locked the door!
You mean they can't leave this room until they beat us?
Damn it.
Bastard. Not bad for a piece of trash.
You're wrong, Dr. Terashima. No research could be any more important than the lives of so many people. The reason you're so lonely is because you just don't understand that.
Me? Lonely? That's hilarious. Clone Sachika.
And now it's in the full voice act mode.
You don't even try to understand people. That's why you want to create them yourself, isn't it? Even if you make the perfect human by yourself, you'll still be all alone. Humanity isn't infected with some sort of bug. We walk together because we're not perfect. We accept all of each other's good and bad parts and walk hand in hand.
Thanks for your valued opinion, but I've already found the parts I was missing. I'd like to see what lies beyond. That's what it means to be a scientist. Now, your father will teach you that friendship, effort, and victory only work in manga.
Now, stand down.
I am fighting the machines. Holy. Oh no, what? What am I doing?
You're messing around.
Power. They won't get away. Pain of giving birth. Stand down.
Oh! Yep. What am I hitting? Oi, wait. Hi, creatures.
Victor got the sport.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I hitting? What am I supposed to be hitting?
So this is the pain of giving birth.
Watch out.
Won't go easy on you.
Oh, it's summoning creatures. And ow, no. Yeah, I knew this would be bad.
Whoa.
Stop! My god. I don't know what this is.
I'm gonna use it.
I don't know what that is. But also, this is the end of the game, so I feel like I should just leave these alone. But also, yeah, sorry Haruto, you're coming to the front lines.
I'll hold this. We might need. I can't carry all of this. I'll get it. We might need this.
Well, you're injured. I don't really have anything on me that can cure injuries. Oh, that's where you're from.
Power.
Waiting for my
Messing
chance.
around.
One hit kill, sure. Yeah, it's okay, there's triggering a bunch of traps actually.
Power. My ears.
Oh, there goes that. What the hell am I fighting even?
Glad that's over.
Yeah, this is bad.
It's important
On
to
more
eat
than one
proper
level. Not what I wanted.
This might be useful.
I'm gonna have to leave things on the ground, because this is just bad and on more than one level. Maybe these switches were a bad thing.
Is this it? I'm going to activate it.
Okay, yeah, that turned off the traps. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, though. Ah! I don't know what I'm doing. I literally just have to gun with the people that I have on hand. I have no choice. I have no choice. Well, I guess while I don't see any monsters or hazards right now, I'm gonna uncover the map, at least so I know where the hell I'm walking. This place is huge!
Hey,
There's something here.
Oh, there's a trippy stone. And I trip regardless. Okay.
This might be useful.
I don't know what I'm doing. I really do not know what I'm doing. I'm just uncovering the map, I guess. Am I supposed to find something? I don't know what I'm punching. Am I supposed to open doors? Okay, so these are doors, I guess. That opened a trap, I heard, I guess. Don't tell me I have to have all of them on.
My ears! My ears!
There. I'm going to activate it.
No, that's not it either. What am I doing? Oh, there's a switch right here.
Power!
Careful.
I'm afraid. I am very afraid. Ah! God! Ow! No, 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 no. Rinko is on her deathbed.
Power! Power!
There's too much small fry.
Power!
Ah! I don't know how to deal with this.
I'm dying.
Oh my god. I knew it. It was a Shadow Man. I'm gonna have to restart this battle. I'm gonna have to restart this battle because I don't know what I'm doing. And I am just doing terribly. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm supposed to be attacking. Why is my autosave over here? Also, wait, huh? I guess not the autosave, but over here? Okay, I'm over here. Cool. Everyone is alive, I guess. But what am I supposed to be attacking? Ah, okay. Give me a second to think. Give me a second to think. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see here. So the thing spins. It does vertical fire attacks. Summons a bunch of enemies. And has saw blades on certain parts as well. Not quite sure. What am I supposed to be hitting? You know, honestly, with how it's running, maybe I should go back. Maybe I should just go back to base and reconfigure my weaponry. Maybe it'd be better to work in a long-range distance. Mamoru can do blunt weapons, so I can't give him a gun if I wanted to, actually. Do I have enough to make bullets, though? I don't. I need the kneader. But I do have plenty of arrows off of Sachika.
Now,
Not that.
come on out.
Okay, so, yeah, I guess I'll put this away real quick. I don't have anything else in my medicine cabinet, do I? Injuries, fear and paralysis. There's this. I don't think it would help, though. There's a lot of body armor. I don't even know if the body armor's worth it. Yeah, but I know you can do a gun. I do have 2 guns, but Can I make another bow? That possible? No, I need a sasamata in order to make the long bow. I do have a bow on me. Huh. Sure wish I had that rifle. That would be great. But, Huh. Sachika has some fire arrows and regular arrows. I feel like maybe that's enough. It's going to be very, very interesting. Let's try this from a long-range approach, because, I see myself being at a very big disadvantage with the, yeah.
Now, come on out.
I'm going the wrong way again. Keep forgetting.
Whoa.
People are getting older by the day. No shadow men. No shadow men. I hate shadow men with a passion. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. No turning back. Yeah, you're not kidding. And note to self, don't try to fight it from the backside because there's a trippy stone. Just gotta proceed to skip all the story segments because this is a long story thing.
What the?
Yep, you proceed to do the long transformation sequence. Lock us in the room. Come on.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, not sorry. Whoa! I...
Take that.
Shall set the foundation of this chain of giving birth.
Whoa, electric.
Creatures.
Oh, I think I'm just, oh, yeah. I'm like almost just far enough out of range of the, never mind.
This is the pain of giving birth. I'm putting everything I've got into my fist.
And they locked themselves in. Okay, now it's time to clear out the enemies.
Power. They won't get away.
I did some damage this time, though. Okay, I'm gonna try not to waste bullets.
Power. They won't get away.
Ow! Come on! Kidding me? You asshole! Then no! There's one Shadow Man right here.
Power.
Waiting for my chance.
Careful.
Alright, now that there's nobody in here, I can, yeah, just kind of touch up the map here now, again. Don't mind me, just making sure I know my area. Alright, wait, no.
Hey, well, I don't hate it.
Thanks for the meal.
It's important to eat properly.
Alright, begin phase 2.
This is it.
Shall set the come creatures.
Oh, that's right.
So this is the pain of giving birth. This is gonna hurt. And that. I got it, my fist. Come, creatures.
Okay. You locked yourself in there. Oh, no.
Power.
Waiting for my chance.
I see you, Shadow Man. I see you.
Ready?
Power.
Waiting for my chance.
Switch back.
Waiting for my chance.
Ready?
Full power.
Glad that's over.
Is that it?
Is this it?
Begin phase 3.
So this is the pain of giving birth. Really?
Whoa.
Come, creatures. So this is the pain of come, creatures. So this is the pain of
Whoa, come on.
this is the pain of giving birth. Full power.
And yeah, doors closed again. Little at a time, little at a time. I'll get there. Let's knock out all the small fry
My
again.
chance.
Glad that's over.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more this time.
Ready?
Waiting for my chance.
Full power.
Multi-slash. Okay, cool. I can just whack you guys. Ooh, I wish I had some healing. Wish I had more bandages on me, honestly. Don't see any shadow men. Hmm.
There it is.
Whoa.
I won't go easy.
Whoa.
Come, creatures.
Ow!
I won't go easy.
Ow! Man, I don't know how much you... Man, your health is a lot. That's all I can say. Your health is a lot.
I won't go easy on you.
Oh! Ooh, let's go. That was just enough. Ooh. sounds a lot better, but Okay. There's no way we're done with this, though. There's no way we're done with this. Now I'm at this portion. Extend machine 01 plus falls apart with a deafening rumble. The fluid leaking from the machine pools on the floor, its volume steadily increasing. Did we win?
Hey, Sho! You missed that last attack on purpose, didn't you?
Did I? Didn't you show them your weak point on purpose earlier, too?
That's because Mirai loves them.
Me too. I didn't want to end up just being the doctor's puppet.
The reason we're who we are is all thanks to Mamoru, so thank you.
Even though our writing was pretty sloppy and our jokes missed the mark a bunch of times.
Okay, Sho. Let's say goodbye to them one last time.
No. I want you to live at least. I'll buy you some time after we say bye-bye.
Huh?
I'll make the power hold out for a little longer. Use that time to find a way out.
What? No! We should face the end together.
Can you guys even leave that computer?
Oh, Mirai. You don't need to say that for me. We've already been through so much together. Okay, let's go. Illuminate!
A brighter future.
For humanity! Bye-bye! Go, Mirai! Leave the power to...
That was quick!
Sheesh, I didn't expect the AI to be this useless.
Oh yeah, that's the final boss music.
But you've surpassed my expectations. All the pain and death you've endured has now been.
It's over!
I'll pull that XT right out of and arrest ya. You'll pay for what you did.
Stop!
Dad, stop it. Please, what's the point of killing each other now?
Why, I'll become a god. The god of the new world. Be quiet.
You can talk big all you want, but you're nothing more than scrap now.
Oh no, Zankuboda, my boy. You don't actually think this ends here, do you?
Yeah, I didn't think it. I don't think it did either.
Huh? Behold! Allow me to show you the new human, born from the data you've all collected for me.
What?
Now?
Now, Clara, take me in deeper into your womb and give birth to me.
That's not. If that's not Sweet Home Alabama, I don't know what is.
Damn it!
Look! The solution on the floor is glowing!
And from the depths he rise. Oh Lord.
Hello, world, and hello to you, garage kids. How many years has it been since I've possessed a living, breathing body, I wonder? I've been a right arm for so long, it feels strange to stand on my own 2 feet.
From the solution pooling on the floor, now stands an aged man. Where his belly should be is the X key. Where his belly button should be is the X key that was absorbed into Unit 1's control panel. Thick tubes are grotesquely wrapped around his body.
How can this be?
Dad.
What the?
Ew, he's all goopy. You're Dr. Terashima? What is that horrifying appearance? This is the pseudo Cleone I created long ago, where I recreated Cleone tentacles with machines. They're surprisingly useful, you know. They won't go out of control or kill me like real Cleone. Your name is also Ow, did we already establish that you're Daichi Terashima? Unless, because you're a clone version, you're like something else. Okay, that answered my own question. There we go. I am no longer Daichi Terashima.
I'll show you.
I'm not even a human, clone, Cleone, or even a creature.
I am the one who will lead this world and new humanity. God Terashima!
Okay.
Oh?
Oh my god. Sorry, can I try that again? I don't really like how that sounds.
I am the new human.
And it went black to
created by
blank.
an original human. Humanity that's been extended to the next stage. I am Extend Terashima!
The hell?
Stop fucking around! Just how old do you think you are, you immature little... This really stings, you know.
Here.
If you count how long we've lived in the flesh, Mamoru's much more of a geezer than I am.
Now hand over the X keys. I don't need anyone who won't extend into the future I strive for.
Oh boy, here we go.
I never would have guessed the last boss would be a nudist creep.
Yeah.
Dr. Terashima, we're gonna stop you right here.
Yep. Before we know it, the solution stops leaking once it pulls out to about shin height. With humanity, or our survival on the line, the final battle between Extend Hiroshima and the Garage Kids begin.
Slice the world.
Whoa! And, hey, my map got reset! What the hell?
Waiting for my chance.
Full power.
Everything got reset now with the water level. Oi, Terashima! Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Hold your tongue. Stinger.
Ooh, I got a part.
Waiting for my chance.
Ready?
The true extend. Full power. Stinger.
Whoa! Oh, ow, 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 ow. Eat.
Waiting for my chance.
Full power. Bell level stable. Deploying up Stinger.
Woo!
It's time for science.
Ooh, another part down.
Waiting for my chance.
Also, wait a minute. I need one power. Also, food. I'm in a place.
Where is the restroom?
Oh my. Fuck. Oh no, I am not in a good place.
Go there?
Ah, run. Gonna run far away enough.
Blue, Leonie!
That's second one dead. I think my stuff from before disappeared as well, so I may or may not have lost equipment. Which is kind of bad, but I mean, what else can I do? This is the final battle.
No, don't.
Oops, sorry. Oh, there you are.
Power.
Ready?
Bell level
Well, there goes Rio too. Don't have much choice here. I gotta knock out the stingers. Haha, you can't pierce me through the wall. Ooh, okay, got it. Got one.
No more messing around.
Power. It's time for
Oh, come back here, you. I'm fine if I can hide behind a pillar. Oh!
Can't you understand me?
Okay, I got it. Let's go. I didn't think I did, but okay. I lost equipment. But whatever. All for the sake of the end of the game. So out of the two people that died, Haruto and then Ryo later then. So I basically lost my two pierce weapons and my claymore. The claymore, there's no way I'm getting another one of those, but it's fine. It's fine. I would be amazed if I get it back. With our finishing blow, Dr. Terashima staggers and spits out blood. At the same time, sparks fly out of the X key on his belly button as if it's short-circuited. It's over, Dr. Terashima. We destroyed your X key. You won't be able to revive again. You think I, the creator of clones and Cleone, would be defeated by a group of plebeians? This can't happen. It's unfathomable.
Of course he can.
You hear that?
It's because you're alone, while we have each other. Even with the power of science, no matter how many times you revive as a clone, you can't form a bond by yourself.
Yeah!
Our bonds are much greater and stronger than your Cleone.
Oh, sure.
Is that so? I never expected a failure of a clone would be giving me a speech like this. Nor did I expect Unit 11 to start working again. Perhaps Luciora flowed into it through the solution. Well, in any case, you got me. Then, as in response to Dr. Terashima's admission of defeat, Extension Unit 11 stops working, having completed its purpose.
But
Are you sure you want to let me die? Without me, you'll never get rid of the aging effect.
Yeah.
That's fine. Maybe that's a fitting punishment for killing Sachika all those years ago.
Be quiet.
Just shut it already. You can go now, whether it be heaven or hell. My, then, you're a cold one. Hey, Sachika, can I ask you for one last favor from you? I don't want to die alone, so could you at least hold my hand as I go?
Okay, sure.
Stop.
Wait, what? Sachika! Dr. Momori raises his voice to stop her, but just as Sachika walks forward toward Dr. Terashima, she's attacked by the pseudo-Cleone. Oh shit.
Let's die together, my beloved daughter.
Oh shit. There goes her X key as well.
No.
I'll kill you!
Well,
This is it. My time is up, whether you finish me off or not. But at least I was able to end your potential. The old humanity is now done for. Now, I'll let nature take its course. Why? Why did you attack Sachika? I suppose those should be my last words. Without answering Dr. Ichio's question, Dr. Terashima falls forward, head first, never to move again. His entire body immediately illuminated with X-lights. The erratic man who destroyed the world and tried bringing his own version of salvation to humanity is devoured by the Luciora he created himself and vanishes. What's gonna happen now? Sachika.
damn it! Sachika!
You don't have to be a doctor to know this is bad.
That geezer, causing trouble until the very end. Beloved daughter, my ass!
Close your eyes, Sachika. This will be over in a second.
Oh no.
Wait! What are you doing?
Oh no. Oh no.
Rinko, it would be kinder to end your suffering here.
Minamo is on the verge of tears as she grabs Rinko by the arm. Seeing Minamo's expression, Rinko bites her quivery lip and swallows her words.
I'll extend you as soon as we return to Garage Island.
No, her key's gone.
Is that fine with you, Dr. Ichio?
Her key's gone.
Doctor?
No. Find it. Sachika's stomach. We need to find her X-key!
Yeah, the realization hits us all at once. The situation is far more dire than we realize.
My X-key is gone. Sachika can't extend anymore.
The pseudo-Cleone tentacles Dr. Terashima unleashed had penetrated Sachika's stomach, and her X-key along with it.
No.
Now, it's completely destroyed. Yuma picks up what remains of the X-key, which has been split in half. It obviously belongs to Sachika, judging from its familiar metallic design.
Oh.
It's just like what happened to Haruto. We can't extend her like this.
Impossible.
But wait, that's not possible. No, Sachika can't leave us. I know. It's the same as that time with Haruto. There must be a spare X-key somewhere in Mane.
That's right.
That's right. If we transfer her data like we did with me,
Well,
it'd be pointless trying to find a spare X-key. That's odd. There's no temporary data. What? You mean we can't bring him back to life? Oh, no. Haruto data is on there, along with ours. What's missing is Sachika's data.
damn it.
Sachika's data isn't stored on the extend machine. You said it yourself, Dr. Ichio.
How can this be?
What?
Why?
There's no data? What do you mean? What do you mean it'd be pointless? Someone explain, please!
I told you!
It means there's no hope! Damn it! Damn it all!
Oh no!
You're kidding, right? It can't be. You guys. Sachika calls for us with a faint voice.
Sachi.
Thank you, guys, for being with me all this time, for adventuring with me. All the laughing, happiness, and fun we shared. All the sadness, pain, scariness. They were all part of Sachika's dream. My dream.
not to ruin a moment, but her face right now looks an awful lot like Anya Smug. That one Anya mean face. Not to ruin the moment here, but I'm sorry, Sachika. This is not helping.
I never thought I would ever see the beautiful world outside my hospital room.
Damn it. That's... you... Damn it.
Even if I'm reborn as someone else, I'll never forget it. Even without my X key, I'll always... No, Sachika.
Don't speak anymore. It's all right. I'll make you all better.
Monorail, I'm sorry. For not being your sister. I'm sorry. I couldn't be. You were still so kind to me. I was so happy.
I should apologize. I hurt you so much. Despite knowing deep down you were my sister all along, I still haven't had a chance to make amends. So please don't go, Sachika.
You gave me so much already. Monorail, you guys?
I didn't need Phil this early in the morning!
Did you all go? It's so dark. I am scared.
Here. We're right here with you.
I love
Sachika!
Sachika's heart stops beating. Excited envelop her like countless white fireflies. Just as it did with Dr. Terashima, Luciora dissolves and breaks down Sachika's body. We've witnessed this so many times before. It's the same stipulation we've experienced over and over again. But not once have we ever felt sorrow like this. No matter how we say goodbye, not a shred of our cloned bodies are left once we die. It all feels so incredibly cruel.
Yeah.
Why did this have to happen? We promised to live on together with the 8 of us.
Oh, yeah.
Near the end, Dr. Terashima said she ended our potential. Maybe he was talking about what Sachika mentioned a while ago.
Oh.
You mean about upgrading the extend machine so we can make children?
So...
Dr. Terashima must have heard that conversation as a right harm. He may have feared Sachika would have the intellect and eventually think of a way to end the aging effect. That must be why he killed her.
I see.
And then it was probably him who made sure Sachika's temporary data wouldn't be stored.
Why, you?
But wasn't that genius from our childhood Sachi? Or was playing dumb part of Dr. Terashima's act too? He had no reason to kill Sachi.
No.
The current Sachika was called a genius too. It may not be possible now, but eventually.
Hey.
Shut up, Haruto!
The hell?
You think it's mystery solving time right now? You think that's gonna bring Sachika back?
I told you.
What good is that truth going to do us now? Sachika's dead. She's gone forever, god damn it!
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Suddenly, tears flow from my eyes. Of course I'm heartbroken. I'm only trying to avert my eyes from the sorrow by keeping my mind busy.
Damn it.
Oh,
Haruto. I feel Rinko's hand on my back. I can tell. Her hand is trembling too. What are you going to do with that?
Yes.
I thought she should at least be with her mother to rest.
Yuma walks towards the non-functional Unit 1 and places Sachika's X key in the storage tank.
Well,
Is that okay, Mamoru?
Yeah.
Yes, it's for the best. Our memories of her are good enough for us. Let's return her to her mother, along with her arm and leg.
yes.
I agree. We already have plenty of things to remember her by.
Yeah.
The door seems to be unlocked. Let's go back to Garage Island.
That's...
Guess we can't stay here forever.
Oh.
Come on, Ryo. We can cry once we're home.
You're right.
I know. Hey, Haruto.
My bad.
Sorry for being so harsh to you earlier.
Yeah.
It's alright. I knew you'd say that. So we've made up then, yeah? It's almost comforting to see Ryo being immature as usual.
Right.
Sincerity is a virtue, unlike someone I know.
Good grief.
Look who's talking.
What?
Wait, everyone!
Everyone!
Unit 1 is still moving!
Huh?
What? We thought Unit 1 was completely destroyed, but it powered on again, with X-lights leaking out. The air turns tense.
Don't tell me.
Can it be Dr. Terashima's reviving again?
Damn it.
Kurosuke and Terashima just don't know when to quit, do they? How convenient. I could harvest him 100 times and still not be satisfied.
No, wait, something is different this time.
Oh no!
Is it going to explode?
Huh?
Whoa. Suddenly, the broken Unit 1 emits a brilliant light, and the world turns white. I prepare for death. Huh? Is it over? It seems there's no explosion. The light dies down, and we find Unit 1 is powered down once again.
Oh?
All it did was glow?
Sheesh.
Scared me there. Just a passing fart?
Do you mean parting shot?
No.
In this case, it was more like silent flatulence.
No.
Hold on, save your fart talk for later. There's something near Unit 1. Huh? Just as I squint to see what's there, I hear it. The voice gradually grows louder until its echoes fill the entire room.
What is that?
Crying?
Don't tell me.
Wait a minute. A baby!
She's so tiny. What's with this tiny monkey? Better not be a new enemy creature.
Idiot. And I'll say it again. Idiot.
So adorable! Her hair is the same color as Sachi's. Her voice, the shape of her ears, even her eye color. She looks just like Sachika.
Let's calm down for a second. This could very well be another trap.
Say that, but I see you smiling, Zan.
There's a normal belly button where I expect to see an X key. The small, vulnerable thing before our eyes is none other than a human baby. I have no idea how it happened, or why Unit 1 began working again. But I can say one thing for certain. This is a miracle. Dr. Ichio's voice trembles, overwhelmed by a mixture of emotions. Whether it be science or a miracle, I don't care. I too feel something warm filling my eyes. Tears of sorrow, tears of joy. Sachika's back! Her mother gave her life! Even though Sachika's mother is machine, she knew that Dr. Terashima was an ass of a father and gave Sachika one more extend. Let's go! Now, tears for the birth of a new life. What an eventful day it's been. I push up my glasses, wipe my tears with my fingers, then raise a question.
All right.
Are you all okay with bringing this baby home with us?
Yes!
Well, let's all raise her together.
But, no.
Oh, but how will we feed her? We, don't have any milk to give.
Look,
Instead of breast, we could use our knowledge. I've heard in the old days people used goat milk when mothers had trouble producing their own.
Then I, human mushroom, will take on the role of testing it for poison. This child does not have an X key, so we can never be too careful. Go.
Come on now.
I heard you gulping just now. It's not that you just want to drink the milk, is it? So what should we name her?
Oh yeah.
I've always had a name in mind in case I never had a kid. If I ever had a kid. How about Amuro?
You dummy!
Denied.
Hey!
There's only one name we should even consider. Ain't that right, Dr. Mamoru?
right.
There's no way to be sure she's the reincarnation of them. And they too share the same name. But we're different people with different minds. But still, maybe this is my own selfish wish. But I want to give her the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Maybe someone should pick her up soon. You got this, Rinko.
Me? What? How am I supposed to hold her? Oh, Haruto, the leader should go first.
Sure. I covered a maternity seminar a long time ago, so I did learn how.
Didn't expect you to brag about your parenting skills here.
Give me a break, it was for work.
Maybe the future ahead of us is far from bright. And this world probably won't be kind to her, being born as a normal human. Yet, still, we...
Nice to meet you. And we'll meet again, Sachika.
How the tables have turned!
We live
Ah, it's so
on
cute!
this planet.
Ah, it's so cute! Ah! This is amazing!
We're reborn again. As many times as it takes. Even if it's just to satisfy our own egos. I don't want to let go of this happiness. 5 years later,
Ooh.
after I was extended for the last time,
Oh no.
the extend machine stopped working for good.
Oh no. Is it because Unit 1? Oh, Unit 1 must have been secretly keeping all the extend machines alive, so I guess after a while, whatever was left of Luciora probably dried up. Ugh. Well, that's the end. Now, where's the epilogue? Extend TV? The Blue Sea. As far as the eye can see, the clear skies soaring overhead. There are buildings and islands jutting out from the sea, and Child Sachika! Me. Oh, okay, it's Sachika's turn now. Yeah, I had to talk in her voice.
Here I am, all alone.
Everyone's gone.
I reach into my bag and pull out everyone's X keys. When I talk to them, they don't talk back anymore. We can't eat together anymore, or catch goats, or go for a swim together.
All my papas and mamas.
I shudder. Suddenly, I'm scared. Tears fill my eyes and my nose starts hurting. I grip their X keys tightly and close my eyes. It feels like crying would be admitting defeat. Their faces, their voices, they all appear in my head again.
If I never met you back
If I never met you back then,
then
maybe my heart wouldn't have been
broken
broken.
like this. But even if I had known of this pain, I still would have come for you.
No matter how I end up, you and everyone else will always be in my heart. That is my love.
And listen carefully to make sure they're speaking.
7 left until human extinction.
Looking back, it all went by so quickly. She was a baby just a little while ago, but look at her now, helping us hunt and cook.
Seeing you grow up was my greatest joy. So, thank you.
Six left until human extinction.
He got lost in some ruins, drowned in the ocean, and suffered from sudden high fevers. Oh, and that one time you got kidnapped by a creature. Never a dull moment with you.
Anyway, farewell. Use my X key as fertilizer or something.
Zen's elder voice is much stronger than like his younger. Like it's pitched down deep, but you can tell like it has a clearer tone.
Five left until human extinction.
Incidents happen no matter how many parents you have. Raising kids is like tying a frayed knot. Even with the 7 of us, it doesn't make it any easier, you know?
Damn it. I know this is the end, but that just inspired me to whip up some new art.
Four left until human extinction. I have taught you many things these past 5 years, but never could fix your small appetite.
You can't make someone eat like a whole dinner table's worth of food.
This will be my final order as head of the Mashiro family. I want you to eat heartily in my stead.
And remember, women are judged by their courage. Breasts are judged by their meat.
Yeah, everyone's outer voice is a lot sharper. Like you can tell there's some
human extinction.
They're just somehow clearer to hear. With the exception of Mamoru. Mamoru was a little hard for me to pick up. I had to make sure he finished his sentence. This is crazy. Rinko.
It's not that we didn't think this day would ever come. We all just thought it'd be much later on down the line. Not that we had any reason to believe so. All those days we spent messing around, arguing, crying, laughing, loving, were all blessings to me.
Don't forget, Sachika. We'll always be there for you, blooming in your heart.
I feel like Rinko aged the most gracefully.
2 left until human extinction.
No. This is no good. It's making it worse. Tears just not run down my face.
Remember, you guys. I love you all.
Papa Mamoru, Mama Minamo, Yo Bro, Papa Zen, Mama Yuma, Mama Rinko, and
Papa Haruto!
He only died just recently, so his X-key still feels a bit warm. It's like Papa Haruto's feelings are flowing into me.
It's almost
time.
I sit on the ground at the entrance to the garage, quietly waiting for that moment.
And we switched back to Haruto again. Okay. Sachika presses against me without saying a word. She's been like this since yesterday.
Sachika.
No, you lied! You're all supposed to have infinite lives! Why are you guys leaving me? Please just extend again like you always did!
Tears roll down her eyes in big beads. I feel my chest tighten.
I'm sorry.
Who am I supposed to say good morning to from tomorrow on? Who's gonna say it back to me now?
I never wished for a day like this. I didn't want to leave my beloved daughter with decades of solitude.
We're not going to die. We're just returning to the X keys. We won't be able to talk like this anymore, but I'll always be watching over you.
These words are all I have to offer her. The pain is almost unbearable. Why did I have to be the last one? If it had been Ryo, Dr. Ichio, it could have made her feel better about all of this.
No! Stop glowing!
I'm crying for real now. Oh my god. Soon, I'll enter the final phase of the aging effect. My body will dissolve into white sand. And that will be the end.
No! Don't leave me! Papa Haruto!
I'm sorry. I really am.
No. I need to smile. Everyone else left with a smile. I can't let her final memory of me be so sad.
It feels like we've been living in a game or something.
In the end, we couldn't escape from the rules of the extend machine. Yet, ironically, it was thanks to the extend machine we were able to live for so long.
It really was like a fitting.
I died again.
You stink at this, Ryo. Now it's Sachika's turn.
Quiet. It's not over yet.
What? No fair!
That's game over, isn't it? It's her turn now.
No, wait, look. There's one life left. It's way too hard anyway. What a shit game.
Why remembering that now of all times? But something about it feels odd. It's like I'm missing something important. It's Sachika's turn now. Game over. Too hard. Shit game. Huh? A flash of light runs through my mind and a shiver runs down my spine.
Could that be it?
Papa Haruto?
Is this why Dr. Terashima killed Sachika 5 years ago? Because the agent effect didn't apply to Sachika's old Model X key and she was still able to have children?
Hey! Papa Haruto! Please! You're getting brighter! Please don't disappear!
I have less than a minute left to live. I must use the remainder of that time to show her the path to the future. In our final moments, I'll give her the biggest smile I can muster.
Listen, Sachika. I discovered the truth.
I'm the last one left until human extinction.
That's it. Remember Papa Haruto's words. I need to go on a journey. It's okay. I learned so much from everyone. I know how to catch fish, identify edible mushrooms, and filter water for drinking. Oh, right. All their words.
To live on. Inside me.
I feel so happy. Tears fill my eyes again.
I'll find that person, Papa Haruto. The last remaining truth. Everyone's adventure lives on inside me. And my own adventure starts here.
on our little adventure. Wow. Oh no, Sachika!
Listen, Sachika. I discovered the truth. I distinctly remember Rio telling me that one time. There's still one life left. That's right. The game didn't include the current life as part of the remaining count. If the extend machine was modeled after that game, the humanity counter must work the same way. 0 lives left doesn't actually mean 0. There's still one more person.
Oh.
This may just be wishful thinking. Hell, this could all be complete nonsense. But this is the last bit of hope I can leave for you. Keep searching. You're not alone in this world. They must be out there somewhere.
Wow.
That person is your last remaining friend.
Oh, well, it looks like they found Sachika. Thank God. Oh, and what do you know? It's a guy. That's just, so I guess the world turned into Adam and Eve.
Good morning. May I ask your name?
My name is
Sachika. Extend. And the garage is all grass and moss field. Ah. New Game Plus mode has been added. You can now carry over a portion of clear data and play from the beginning. Shikabane, Cleone, skill points, total score, music player songs. Save clear data? Yes. Game cleared. Wow. That took almost 75 hours to beat this game. That's significantly more time than when I had to play Ghostwire. But this tugged my heartstrings a lot more than Ghostwire. Like, oh my god. Oh, that was a good ending. I would play this game again. I would 100% play this game again. So what happens now? Nothing. That's it. Wow. Alright, so I guess it's time to wrap things up. Thank you all for coming along with me on this journey. Thanks to anybody watching me today to see the ending. And my thoughts on this game, it was amazing. I mean, sure, I had some struggles here and there, and I died more times than I needed to, but regardless, this is absolutely amazing. The gameplay, the story, it had just the right amount of seriousness and comedy. This will definitely go on one of my favorite games list. I think after this I will draw myself some fan art of Sachika. Sachika deserves some love on my social media. I should draw some fan art of her now. But anyways, thank you all very, very much for joining me on this final episode. I'm not sure when I'll stream again. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I know I'm planning something on Thursday night, I guess. I got something in mind for Thursday night. I don't know if I want to stream tomorrow. But anyways, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Nyahao.